I, at this moment, am finishing up a pilot program called the Alys Digital Footprint. It is not a pilot program that I am attending or I am part of or I am a student in. It is a pilot program that I am actually putting on. It's one that I've actually produced. I've created it and put it out there, and called some people and made some posts and shared with people what the program was about. And people came into the program, and we had about 10 people that we've taken through these last 90 days of completely revamping their entire digital footprint, to ensure that it does the different things, that the connections are made. And it's such a phenomenal program. But I will say this, I did not have everything ready when I launched it. I did not know how all the pieces were going to fit together. I didn't know exactly what track I was going to take people through. I didn't know what experiences I was going to add to the program. I just knew that in order to get the program right, I needed a pilot group of people to go through the program. I couldn't wait until it was ready in order to launch it. Because in order for it to be ready, I needed to launch it. In order for it to be ready, I needed to launch it. I couldn't wait for permission. I couldn't wait for the stars to align, for the time in my schedule to open up, for me to have latitude and freedom to do the different things. I could not wait for everything to be perfect for me to bring it out there. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, this pilot program that I'm doing, the pilot program is now coming to a close. And so what I've been doing the last few days is I've actually been recording testimonials of the 10 people who went through the pilot program. I recorded one this morning, in fact, recorded one yesterday evening, recorded 2 on Monday. These testimonials, in some cases, have brought me to tears, because hearing from the participants of the program what its impact has meant for their lives and their families, and recognizing that I almost didn't start it because it wasn't ready. It's mind-boggling to me. So when we talk about the cost of waiting until you're ready, the cost could be that somebody else doesn't have the transformation that only you can provide. There's this concept that I shared during Morning Motivation some time ago called, it's not who's gonna let me, it's who's gonna stop me. Oh gosh, I hope that you get that into your spirit today. Forget about the let. Forget about the gatekeepers, the naysayers, the people who say you can't do that. That's not gonna work for you. Think about the unstoppable force that is you, and ask yourself the question, who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? This is the permission trap that I wanna touch on. I'm gonna be touching on this in depth in the masterclass. The permission trap. The permission trap is that many creators are waiting to be picked. Many creators are waiting for the right time to launch, to start, to move their feet, even to be monetized. There's a mindset shift that needs to happen. Success doesn't come from permission. It comes from setup and configuration. Success does not come from permission. It comes from setup and configuration. Literally and figuratively preparing yourself to receive success. Success does not come from permission. Nobody gonna let you do what you need to do. I remember a lady hit me up. We were doing this thing on Friday nights we called the virtual cafe, and we were doing this thing for months, years, every Friday night, couple of hours from late Friday night into the early morning hours of the morning on Saturday. And a lady hit me up and she was like, man, I just wanted to know, like, who did you talk to get permission to start this? It's having so much impact. So many people are watching. Hundreds of people are tuning in live on Friday nights, and lives are being changed. Families are being brought back together. People are unlocking different perspectives about their Christian faith. Who did you talk to get permission to start this? And I wanted to cry because I'm thinking to myself, sis, no one gave me permission. No one. I didn't go to some and knock on, hey, can you guys let me do? The world is waiting for you to be bold enough to step out and claim all that God has called you to do. Success doesn't come from permission. It comes from setup and configuration. You're waiting for a sign, but you haven't even set up the foundation. You're waiting for permission. You haven't put gas in the car. You haven't gathered the tools. You haven't honed your craft. You haven't. When you get the permission, what are you going to do? You're waiting on some external thing to happen or a box to be checked, but you haven't set the foundation. Investment is the ultimate form of commitment. I want to be talking about this, y'all. This is a major critical point. Some would even dare say, like, this don't even have anything to do with YouTube success. And I would argue this is the crux of it. It's not bits and bytes and numbers. Yeah. We got to play the game. We got to follow the rules. Title, thumbnail, first 30 seconds. Description, you want to do the chapters, make sure the search terms are there. Yes, you want to obsess over those things. You want to understand what your value proposition is, who your target audience is. We definitely need to look at the data to understand what your audience is telling you just by the way they behave around your content. But if you don't get this part, you won't even put out one video. You're waiting for a sign, waiting for somebody to give you permission. What? The version of yourself that will be on December 18, 2026 is either going to thank you or be upset with you based on the decisions, the commitments, the investments that you make now to ensure that this time next year, life looks different. Investment is the ultimate form of commitment. Investment is the ultimate form of commitment. At last check, we had about 13 people signed up for the masterclass. And I think that's great. I know that every one of these videos that I've done this week have over 100 views each. Some of them over 200, but definitely every one of them has over 100 views. 13 people have signed up. That's 13 people who have said, you know what? I'm going to invest in me. I want to ensure that next year looks different than this year. I want to garner the tools that are going to be necessary for me to be successful on YouTube, for me to be successful in impacting lives, because here's the critical piece I don't want anybody to miss. Being a creator is not about the video. It's not about having the lights and getting on camera. Being a creator is about the message you're sharing with those who you're called to serve. And the impact that you're going to have far exceeds whether or not a video goes viral, far exceeds whether or not this changes your financial situation. You will have impact on lives. Keep that at the top. Everything else will follow. Registering for the masterclass is you finally giving yourself permission to succeed. Registering for the masterclass is you giving yourself finally giving yourself permission to succeed. That's all I really want to say today. I don't have anything catchy. I don't have anything flashy. The truth of the matter is the amount of people that are registered, the amount of people that are investing in themselves. It doesn't have to be with me. It could be with somebody else. But the amount of people who have decided that I'm going to ensure that next year is going to be different than this year is a representation of those who have finally given themselves permission to succeed. This is the Masterclass page right here. KirkRNugent.com/masterclass. That link has been on the screen this entire time. You can see the flyers right there. $67 and reserves your seat. YouTube Success Masterclass. I'd love for you to be present. I'd love for you to be there. Maybe you have a question. Maybe there's something that we haven't touched on yet that you're wondering, is this even for me? It's a wrong concept, y'all. The question isn't, is this for me? The question is, what do you want to succeed in next year? And the way that you for real, show that you are intentional about succeeding in that area is you giving yourself permission to succeed by investing in yourself. Investment is the ultimate form of commitment. Steward your story, optimize your footprint, multiply your opportunities, secure your seat for the next Masterclass, December 21st, 2025, 4 p.m. Central Time, YouTube Success Masterclass. This is this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Time. People were asking me, I don't know if I'm going to have access to the replay. It's okay. Don't even bother register for the class. It's okay. If it's not a priority right now, I don't want you to waste your money. I don't want you to, if you know you're not a good investment, if you know you're not a good investment, it's okay. If you know this is not an area that you're looking to succeed in, and this is not a bad or a good thing. This is just you saying, no, I'm prioritizing something else. Maybe you want to be a better speaker. Maybe you want to get better at streaming. Maybe you want to have a better live show. Maybe you want to understand target audience and value proposition better. Maybe you want an Alys Digital Footprint. I don't know what it is that you are seeking, but whatever that thing is, the way that that's the most critical piece, the way that you're going to know that this is something you intend to be successful at is by you making an investment in time, investment in effort, investment in intentionality, investment in sitting and planning, investment in finances to get the coaching, to sit with the gurus, to understand the principles and practices that will allow you to leverage this thing for success. Investment is the ultimate form of commitment. And I hope that resonates with somebody today. It may not even have anything to do with this masterclass I'm talking about. It may have everything to do with what you're hoping to achieve in your life. But whatever it is, this is a metric. This is a lens through which you can begin to scan and view your activity, because your activity is going to share with you where your heart is. Investment is the ultimate form of commitment. I want to pause it there. I want to leave it there. 8 of you guys are on the live with me today. I see that we got some comments, so I want to try and grab a couple of those. David Hunt says, hello. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for being with us today. Florence Donald says, here we go. Yep, definitely was a little late today as well. Just, trying to thread the needle in terms of some of the responsibilities that I have. And I'm hoping that several of you are able to still catch this, if not live on replay, but that's cool. We live, David Hunt says. I love to see it. Also love to see the comments back and forth in the chat. Darius O'Kane is with us today. Says, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to you as well, sir. Can't thank you enough. I know that you've registered for the class. You registered yesterday, and I'm excited to have you. Definitely excited to have you as a member of the community as well. Demolition News, haven't seen you in a little bit. Demolition News says, about to jump onto a call, but before I leave, I just wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous New Year, Kirk. And thanks for all the value you delivered this past year. Man, I want to thank you as well, Demolition News. You're very much part and parcel of my story. When I share your story and your success, and how you attribute a small portion of that to what I've been able to provide here, our stories are linked and because our stories are linked, we're joined at the hip, man. And so I'm always excited to see you, always excited to know that you are investing in yourself. It was which again is the ultimate form of commitment. You have committed to doing the work and you are reaping the benefits, even though the benefits aren't necessarily why you did it in the first place, but you are reaping the benefits and you're an example of what it looks like to really be serious about what you want to achieve. I want to say a word of thanks to my moderators for making sure that the link is in the chat as well. KirkRNugent.com/masterclass is the way that you would be able to register if you are wanting to if you're not a member and if you don't want to join membership. But if you are a member and you want to join membership, then this is the space that you would want to go to. Members, click right here and you will be able to purchase your seat in the masterclass. There's the masterclass calendar event, and this is where non-members click. This will take you to the website, which is this link on the screen right here, KirkRNugent.com/masterclass. So I wanted to just make sure that you are able to see the different ways to be able to connect. KirkRNugent.live/school. I'm going to ask my moderators to put that in the chat real quick. That's how you would be able to get the discount by joining membership. Members get a discount. So for members, it's $47. For those that are not members, it's $67. If you're a premium member, you actually get to attend the class for no cost to you at all. It's included in your membership. So definitely wanted to make sure that that's there as well. Thank you so much, Florence, for putting that into chat. If I click this link, it's going to take me to the masterclass and you're going to see it says unlock for $47. So that's what if you're a member in our community, you would be able to just go right here, click that and pay to unlock, or you can upgrade your membership to premium and then it's included. And I want to be clear, premium members, all masterclasses are included. So we're excited about that. But I wanted to, so you could see it, you could physically see it, that's what that is. Again, this is the actual masterclass event. And right now you can see it says you don't have access because I haven't purchased. So you'd want to go back to the page if you're a member and make sure that you click here, and that's going to take you to this, and then that's going to be able to open you up. The reason why we actually have this other link here inside the membership community is for our members to share with their friends and colleagues who are not members. If they want to purchase a ticket, they want to reserve their seat, they would click this link and it would take them right over to the main website and they can buy their seat, pay for their seat that way. So I wanted to make sure that we get a chance to share all of those things with you. I want to say a word of thanks to all of you for hanging out with me for this brief moment today. I actually have like 2-3 more things to run and do. So I just came home real quick to go live and do this masterclass preview video. Listen, I wanted to go back and review one last time as we get ready to close. It's the permission trap. It's the permission trap. I see it. I can't tell you how many times I see it. I see it over and over in many different instances and scenarios. It is such a major component and inhibitor of success. This version of who's going to let me versus who's going to stop me. This idea that I've got to wait until I'm ready, or that, there is somebody that's gatekeeping and it's not going to let me in. Don't wait to be picked. Don't wait for the right time. Success doesn't come from permission. It comes from setup and configuration, literally and figuratively preparing yourself to receive success. You're waiting on a sign, but you haven't even set up the foundation. Investment is the ultimate form of commitment. And I want to say, if anything in this pricked you, if anything touched your mind and heart today, registering for the class, for this masterclass you see on the screen right now, is you finally giving yourself permission to succeed. It's your boy, Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Thankful for your time and attention today. We'll see you around these internet streets, hopefully in Sunday's masterclass or in the next video. Grace and peace.